Poke Nerds, welcome in. Happy Thursday. Happy Black Bolt and White Flare Eve. Yes, with all the hype surrounding the Mega Evolution set that's not coming out till September, a lot of y'all might have forgotten Black Bolt and White Flare are releasing tomorrow, July 18th, and we're going to take a look at the market right now for Black Bolt and White Flare. Two sets, and again, they are two sets that really are changing the game for Pokemon, and I don't think it's going to be something where each generation is always going to get some unbelievably large set like this where you have 150-ish illustration style cards, but Unova is getting that special treatment, and there's 70 illustration style cards in each set. Don't forget to make sure you're buying the set that has the cards you want in it if you're trying to rip packs, right? Because there are different cards in each set. And don't forget, there's apparently one illustration rare in every 6 packs, virtually doubling the hit rate for illustration rares across the Scarlet and Violet era. It is absolutely wild times for the Pokemon hobby. So that's something important to remember, but we're gonna take a look at the market, and my number one thing I would want y'all to take away from this video is to not FOMO into these scalped prices, because when you look around the internet, when you look at TCG Player and eBay, that's exactly what we're looking at. We're looking at scalped prices. These prices pre-release are almost guaranteed to drop very quickly upon release, right? So please be vigilant. Please follow whatever Twitter account you need to follow. I would not pay for a Discord service, but I would say, find your updates where you need to find them and be vigilant. Go to your local game stores, go to your Targets, Walmarts, whatever you need to do. Find stuff online at retailers at retail price. Do not FOMO into some of these prices, because we're about to look at this market and it really is insane, even for what will be an awesome set. Black Bolt and White Flare is a great set, especially for those of y'all who like Unova. For those of you who are not big fans of Unova, I still think that there's enough Pokemon within Unova that most people like that you're still going to want to be in on this set to a certain extent. Maybe it's not for you. Let me know in the comment section below. Without further ado, let's dive into this market watch. So we're starting out with the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box. You're seeing a low listing here on eBay of $150, and this is no longer available. All right, so let's see. Is this one available? This is somebody who has not sold a lot of items, but they do have 100% positive feedback. You have to be very, very careful about ordering on eBay or any other secondary markets, right? But it looks like the minimum you're going to pay for a Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box is $150, which is more than double MSRP. More than double MSRP, folks. That is absolutely wild pre-release. Do not FOMO. Now we look at the White Flare Standard Elite Trainer Box, which is normally $50. On TCG Player, we are seeing minimum of $106. Obviously, KD Collectibles here. You see $95 plus $15 shipping. Love when they like to try to get you with the shipping. Not cool. But this is again over double MSRP. White Flare Elite Trainer Box. Crazy work. Crazy, crazy. Black Bolt Booster Bundle here. And by the way, there's not a major difference in the Black Bolt and the White Flare prices for each of these different products. Black Bolt generally is listed a couple dollars higher than White Flare, but overall, very similar prices for each of the Black Bolt and White Flare products. And there are some products that we'll get to that actually have both sets of packs in them, and we'll get to that. Actually, one product that's going to be available upon release. So we've got the Black Bolt Booster Bundle, $66. Again, a booster bundle, MSRP less than half. Low listing is $66 from a reputable seller. You've got, it's just going up from there, right, folks? So again, I would not buy into this. If you go back and look at Destined Rivals booster boxes, Destined Rivals booster bundles, immediately upon release, saw massive dips in the secondary market. Even if you're going to pay secondary market prices, now is not the time to do it. Wait until after release. You will have some relief when it comes to these prices. The White Flare booster bundle, as I mentioned, a couple dollars cheaper, right? No significant difference here. I personally think White Flare is a slightly better set, but between the Reshiram SIR and Zekrom SIR, I do prefer the Zekrom one. I think it's much more badass than the Reshiram. Now, both of them have the BWR art styles, which are both fantastic, so I don't think you can go wrong either way there. I do like the Zekrom SIR better, but I like a lot of the rest of the special illustrations better in White Flare. So take that as you will. I highly encourage you to go check out the entire sets for yourselves. Don't take my word for it. The Unova poster collection. This is where you get 2 Black Bolt booster packs and 2 White Flare booster packs. So if you just want to have something that has both in them and also get some cute little promos here and get that poster that features all the Unova Pokemon, this is $35 on the secondary market, which is almost double MSRP. I think MSRP is just under $20, right around $20. So this is a much better entry point if you are going to pay secondary market, but I would wait. You see these graphs, they're all dipping. It will continue to dip upon release. Please do not pay these outrageous pre-release FOMO prices. Just don't do it, folks. And then we've got the Black Bolt binder collection. Again, there's also a White Flare binder collection. This is a wild price. Wild price. $70. $70. You get like 4 or 5 packs. Yeah, I think 5 packs. $70. And you go through the TCG player listings. There's a good amount right around $70, but 70 is the cheapest you're going to find. About 73 including shipping. Don't do it. Absolutely not. You also have some mini tins that are releasing. Crazy prices. $20 for 2 packs. $20 is really not even realistic because it's $20 plus $5 shipping. $25 is what you're looking at, it looks like. And there's a bunch of different mini tin variants that have different Pokemon on them. So, again, the moral of the story, folks, do not FOMO into these crazy scalped prices. Like, I know it's an exciting time. I know everybody wants to get their hands on stuff. I know it's hard to get your hand on stuff. There will be opportunities for you to get this at MSRP if you are vigilant, if you pay attention. There will be opportunities even on the secondary market that are much better than the opportunity you have now. So if you want to make the most of your collecting dollars, do not buy on these pre-release crazy FOMO price, scalp prices. Don't do it. That's my PSA for today. Happy hunting tomorrow, y'all. Have a good one.